Next seat.
It's the start of the day for mobile vet and mum of two, Alison.
Seatbelts on. Hold on to your milk, darling, because if that falls, it's going to stink the car, yeah? Perfect timing. 4 minutes late.
And already the day's jam-packed.
So a typical crazy day in the life of Alison is juggling mum duties and school duties and work duties. It is multitasking from the moment I wake up to the moment that I go to bed. Daddy will pick you up first and then pick Ethan up. Then you've got to go to the shopping centre because Dad's got to pick up your birthday balloons. The school drop-off, school pick-up, and managing the appointments between that as well. Push the handle in before you slam the door. The handle might fall off. Oh my gosh, Mummy's going to be late. Hurry. And I've still got to fill up the van with water. So we've got 7 appointments all over Brisbane today, so it's going to be a busy, busy Friday.
After a quick school drop-off, it's straight to the first patient.
Oh my gosh, how's he grown? It's so good to start the beginning of the day with a puppy. You've got the cute factor. I've watched this puppy grow since it was 8 weeks old. He's brand new with the family. The family's never had a dog before, so just a full checkup and a vaccination today. Any vomiting or diarrhea?
No, but he does like eating the licky mat.
Okay.
He ate a lot of the licky mat.
Oh, he ate it. Okay, you can get a toughened one too.
Yes.
Did it come out in his poo or did he?
It did.
It did, okay.
So we thought, well, I guess he'll survive.
I think you've got every single bit of peanut butter out of it. I don't think you've missed, oh yep, you've missed one spot. All right, buddy, you're done.
All right, darling.
It's okay.
She's really been munched here. Look at these wounds.
At Sash, dog attack victim Coco is in serious trouble.
All right, honey. Okay, sweetie pie.
Lisa is urgently trying to find out just how badly she's been mauled.
It really worries me when a 5-kilo cat like Coco has been attacked by a big dog. Bite wounds not only cause tissue damage by tearing and shredding the skin and muscles, but they also inject bacteria which can have life-threatening complications.
Suddenly, Coco's condition starts to deteriorate.
You want some oxygen for him?
Yeah, we'll put a mask on him. He's really breathing up. What we're going to do now is get Coco into the oxygen cage so she can stabilise a little bit more because she's having some breathing difficulty. Now that might simply be because she's in shock, but it might also mean that she's got some injuries in her chest from the bite wounds.
You're really struggling, aren't you, sweetie? You just breathe in that oxygen.
Coco's devoted owners have been anxiously waiting for any news about their critically injured little girl.
So we've clipped up all the hair over her rump and she's got lots of bite marks there. The problem with that is we don't actually know what damage they've done underneath. So best thing to do for her would be to take some x-rays off her and see what's going on in her abdomen and any obvious bony abnormalities. And
Can we see her?
yeah, absolutely. Tracy and Vance are in a little bit of shock. Their beloved cat has just been mauled by a dog, and now I'm here telling them that her life could be in jeopardy. And that's just a lot to take in. Okay, so here she is. Open it up here.
Hello, baby. My princess. You had a tough day.
It's really hard to say goodbye because I don't know what's going to happen to her. I don't know whether she's going to be okay. It's very tough.
We'll look after her. All right, I promise she's in very good hands here, but I can't really give you any guarantees until we know exactly what she's done to herself. Okay, so seeing Tracy and Vance visit Coco in the oxygen cage and watching them with her made me really sad.
Thanks, Lisa. Thank you.
They absolutely love their cat, and if I can't get her back to them, it's going to break my heart as well.
In Melbourne, Danni has almost finished for the day, but has one last patient at a local wildlife shelter.
Hi, come in,
Michelle,
Danni.
how are you?
Good, thanks. Come in.
It's good. Got a patient for me, I
yes,
hear.
I have.
Michelle runs one of the largest animal rescue shelters in suburban Melbourne.
I have 60 different animals at the moment. Possums, lorikeets, galahs, cockatoo, a shingleback.
Michelle's latest arrival is an injured magpie.
Where's this little Maggie hide? Gonna come out here, we'll bring him. Oh, sweetheart, okay. I absolutely love magpies. They do get a bit of a bad rap, but they can be such lovely little characters, so I hope people learn to love them a bit more. So what's happened to this little guy?
It's been attacked by a raven. It's got an ulcer in its eye and it's got a puncture in its head.
Oh, sweetheart, you poor little thing. Carers like Michelle are just, they blow my mind. The commitment that they put into what they do is just phenomenal. Her whole life revolves around these animals and, you know, without her help, they wouldn't end up back in the wild. All right. Here, mate. That's all right. Here. Oh, darling. It's all right. There. Yeah, sweetie. So that eye there, it's all caked over at the moment. I need to get a bit of saline to clean up that eye a bit to see what it looks like underneath. I'll hand him back to you so we can have a little look at that eye. So the discharge is basically from infection and inflammation.
Right.
Just lots of white blood cells and inflammatory fluids. After clearing away the discharge, I can see that those eyelids are quite swollen. He's also not wanting to open and shut his eyelids by himself, so whether that's just from all that swelling or whether there's some neurological damage, only time will tell. All right, so we'll just see if we can stain up that cornea to have a look for any ulcer. We use a dye called fluorescein to show up any defects in the cornea. I'm just gonna have a little look and some magnification. Very groovy looking magnification. So we'll just have a little look to see if there's any ulcers there. Okay, so there certainly is an ulcer there. So I think the best thing at this stage for this little Maggie is going to be lots of TLC, some antibiotic eye ointment, and ideally a bit of pain relief and anti-inflammatory to help with the swelling around the eye as well. And then we'll just have to keep a really close eye on the eye. We'll have a little look at this laceration that was on the top of the head too. Oh, well, that's healing up really nicely, so I'm not too concerned about that. There's no sort of signs of infection going on there. Doesn't look very inflamed anymore. So what have you been doing? Perfect. Good job. All right, so it's just that eye, and hopefully we can get that back under control and we can get him back home again.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you so much for that.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. Such a good little patient, though, hey? You have.
Before Danni leaves, Michelle has a surprise.
Who's in here? Come on, Bubba.
I wasn't expecting this.
Okay, so we're off to see Daisy now. Daisy is a beautiful cavoodle.
Hey, baby, you want to come inside?
The only dog that wants to go into the vet. Oh my goodness, this dog just, I don't know what it is. You melt my heart, buddy. And I'm just gonna work really today on her lower back and her left knee where she's got that luxating patella. I use laser therapy a lot in my rehabilitation consults. It's really great for musculoskeletal conditions.
Bye, baby. See you next week.
With 2 patients down, Alison's pumped up for her session with Dash and Maisie.
Hi, how are you? Hey, okay, come on in.
And what we're doing with her is we're taking it really slow, but we've got her front legs on sort of a wobble cushion. So it's giving her some instability on the front legs, so she actually has to put more core strength to stabilize her back legs. What we're doing is making sure that we're strengthening her back, because these breeds tend to get a lot of back issues. Look at her muscles. Look forward a bit. Just look forward. Yeah.
Mum's doing such a good job.
Hi, darling. It's time to go home. hop in here? Hey, you're a good girl.
At Sash, it's good news for dog bite victim Coco.
Coco is looking fantastic today. She's eating well, she's bright, she's happy, she's comfortable, and finally she is ready to go home.
Owners Tracy and Vance are relieved their little girl's ordeal is finally over.
I've prepared a little room for her at home. Everything's ready for her and we just want to take her home now and look after her.
That's a girl. They're going to be very happy to see you. Yes, they are. Let's go. Hello.
There she is.
Look who's here.
Coco. Hello, Cokes.
Oh, good girl. See, she looks fantastic. Get you home.
Bang. There we go. There we go.
Coco. Oh, you like that?
When I brought Coco out to see Vance and Tracy, the smiles on their faces. At one point, they didn't even know if she was going to make it, and now she's in their arms again, purring and as happy as can be. And now she's just going to have to turn some heads with that new haircut.
Coco's so lucky, and we're lucky to have her. I can't believe that we're leaving with her today.
Thank you
so
much.
much.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Thanks for looking
Thank
after
you.
No problem.
her. Thank you. Thank you.
She's in good hands at home, I know that. And indoors only now, please.
Oh, absolutely.
Treating Coco's been a little bit of a roller coaster. She wasn't looking good at all. And now, finally, she's going home, and that makes me one very happy vet.
Oh, Michelle, what a treat. I wasn't expecting this.
I thought you'd like to see them.
Oh,
They're so beautiful.
yes. They're just gorgeous.
And they were due for a feed, so
Why
gives
not?
me a break.
Oh.
Back in Melbourne, Danni's delighted to be able to help wildlife carer Michelle with two very precious babies.
Got a little ringtail possum here. Oh, darling. Are you going to have a feed? How often are you feeding these guys at the moment?
Every 4 hours
Yep.
through the night.
Yeah, great.
Hopefully within a week or two they should be old enough to start drinking themselves, where I can just leave the milk and the branches in there, but at this stage they still need mum's milk.
Here in Michelle's property, it's like a little sanctuary for all these animals. She's just doing such a remarkable job. It's just mind-blowing. It must be impossible not to get attached when they're so cute.
Oh, it's very hard. They're just so cuddly.
It feels amazing being a vet and actually being able to make a difference with wild animals, to be able to actually step in and get them back out to where they belong. It feels really good.
Do you call him Henny?
Yeah.
Henny.
Henny. I feel like Hendrix is too big for him.
Yeah,
He's so
yeah.
small.
Yep.
On the Gold Coast, it's been a week since Hendrix and his owner Melissa were both badly injured in a vicious dog attack. Still recovering from her own wounds, Melissa has a special reason for coming in to see Alex today.
I did want to say thank you for taking care of him.
It was just a pleasure to be able to look after him. It was a scary time. Must have been a very scary time for you.
Yes. I was so concerned for Hendrix. I saw the dog bite him around the stomach. I didn't know what damage he had had. I knew that if he dies, he's gone. I can't replace him.
Hendrix looks like he's healing really well, but you've still got a battle ahead of you.
Yes, it's quite painful. They wanted to amputate my middle finger on my left hand, and the surgeon decided that I didn't need to lose my finger. He went in to fix the tendons, and I do have to do some physio afterwards.
So if you had the time over again, would you do the same thing?
Yes, yes, I wouldn't change a thing.
Even with everything you've been through with your hands?
Yes. Yeah. If I had to lose my finger, I was like, so be it.
Yeah.
As long as he was okay.
Yeah. I think you may well have saved his life that night. You're so brave.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I couldn't just stand there and just watch my puppy die.
Come on, you are keen to get out of here, aren't you?
Whenever I'm away from him for too long, I miss him. I love Hendrix. I love him so much. Thank you so much for seeing him again today.
Just, I think, wonderful to meet you, but also to see him, and he's so bouncing with life
He's back
and
to his normal
happiness.
self.
Yeah. Dog attacks are always horrific, particularly when they're on a little 3-month-old puppy. But this story is especially moving because of the bravery of Melissa in going in there and saving her little boy. This is one patient that I'll never forget.
Jimmy, we need to have a little bit of a talk about your scratching situation.
In Bondi, Dr. Kate's new housemate is causing havoc.
Hey, don't eat the rug. Ow. Oh my goodness.
3 weeks ago, Kate discovered Jimmy living in a cattery in her hometown of Canberra.
Jimmy is 8.5 and this is Marion. Jimmy was kind of just left here, wasn't he, Marion?
Yeah, he was. His owners moved away and they were unable to take him, and then COVID hit, and so he's been here for nearly a year. You want to say hello, Danni, everyone?
It was like love at first sight. I knew what kind of cat he was when I got him. I felt like as though the moment I patted him, I thought, this cat's mine.
Oxygen on.
He's been up the top of a tree trying to escape from the fire, and it's when he's gone to climb down that he's had terrible burn injuries to his back feet. We're here at Currumbin Wildlife Hospital, and these guys are doing an incredible job looking after some of the koalas that have come in from the bushfires around New South Wales and Queensland. It's not only the koalas, there's a lot of other wildlife that's also affected, but the koalas obviously are the ones that everybody's really concerned about because of their low numbers.
Look, over the last 3 to 4 months, we've seen a huge surge in the number of animals coming through our wildlife hospital as a result of this dry weather. The bushfires and the weather that's associated with it are having such an impact on our wildlife, and in particular our koalas, which are really struggling under these conditions.
Because of the recent bushfires and all the animals that have been affected, the Animal Rescue Service and Alex have got together and tried to raise awareness for actually the great work that a lot of these hospitals are doing. And what we've been able to do is raise $10,000, and we're bringing down today $3,000 worth of medical supplies to the Currumbin Wildlife Hospital.
The funds raised by Alex will make a big difference to what we can do for all these burn victims coming through our hospital. It's been fantastic to get a whole heap of pain relief, antibiotics, dressing materials and fluids for the dehydrated patients, and it's support from members of the public, from sponsors, from donors that really help us keep doing the work that we do, saving our native wildlife.
So we've just got Juno under anaesthetic at the moment. That went really smoothly, and Dr. Pine and I are now going to change these bandages. Juno's feet are healing really well, and we're not going to keep him under anaesthetic for too long, but this could be his last bandage change, and that's really exciting because it's one step closer to getting him back in the wild. His injuries to his feet were really because he's been up the top of a tree trying to escape from the fire, and it's when he's gone to climb down that he's had terrible burn injuries to his back feet. What we saw him today, that's about 2 weeks after he was first brought in, and you can see they're starting to heal. And the fact that he's come so far in this short amount of time is just great, and it's really testament to the work that they do here every day with these kind of patients.
It must be hard for you sometimes having to sort of deal with these guys?
Look, sadly we see a lot of very sad things, and I guess over the years you learn to hang on to the wins that you have, all the happy things, because it would be very hard to do this job, I think, if you let those sad things get a hold of you.
All right, mate, it's time for you to go. How are you?
In Bondi, Pedro Possum is finally well enough to be released from Kate's care.
Let's put you in your little pouch, like that. There we go, mate. Every day your eye gets a little bit better. Hopefully soon you'll be able to go back to the wild. Still a long road ahead for Pedro. He's going to have a lot of rehabilitation. You're a cute little guy. What's next for Pedro is getting him to a carer. I've called June. She's a lady that takes all of the possums around this area, and she is the best person to rehabilitate Pedro to a point that he's able to go back out into the wild.
Let me have a look.
He's in here. He's in here somewhere.
Where are you?
Look, there he is.
I've been caring for ringtail possums for about 7 years. I really like the possums. I mean, they're cute, furry, and gentle. Yeah, they're lovely animals. Young fella.
Do you see his eye?
Oh, yep.
So this is heaps better than what it was. He just needs a little bit of time. I've got some little drops here.
Okay.
Just some drops. I'm just going to get you to use those just when you see that it's sore, just so that you can keep it lubricated till it gets better. But I expect it to get better fairly quickly. I want it to be better, it's like in the next sort of week.
Okay.
Look after him.
I will, I promise. I'll let you know. Yep.
I'm super attached to him.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, mate. May the force be with you. Good luck. Good luck. June is so dedicated to the animals that she cares for. So I'm confident that it's going to heal. And Pedro is going to get out there and he's going to get back into the wild. See ya.
Three hours south of Sydney, mobile vet Alison is on her way to a very special appointment at the Possumwood Wildlife Sanctuary.
So excited today. It's a huge day. We're going to Possumwood and Bungadore and we're going to surprise Audrey, my twin, who I haven't seen for 5 months. So it's been a really, really tough 5 months.
COVID-19 state border closures have kept Alison and her twin sister Audrey apart. But with restrictions now easing, Alison's planning a surprise visit, just in time for the opening of the sanctuary's new animal hospital.
I can hardly contain my excitement. I haven't seen her. I just want to give her a big hug. And then doing the stuff that we love at Possumwood. So excited to see everyone.
And then this is the surgery.
So when I finally see Audrey, what are you doing here? Oh my God! It's like so familiar but almost not real because I haven't actually been able to touch or feel her for the last 5 months. What is going on? Really?
When she came around that corner, I just fell to the floor and it was just the biggest shock of my life. I was so happy, it was so emotional.
Oh, you ain't coming!
You know, it's just been really tough, just personally, professionally, just not having her by my side. So her coming down, it meant the world.
Oh, you weren't coming. That's so sad. Oh my God, there's so many cry. That's so embarrassing, I never cry. But it's also really weird because I feel like we haven't ever left each other. It's like things are just back to normal.
It's like when I see you, everything goes back to as if nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Back to business.
Hi, I'm Dr. Danni Dusek from Bondi Vet. If you love our show and want to see more, plus some amazing content about pets and how to care for them, hit the subscribe button. Click that little notification bell and we'll see you on our next video.